Alrighty, folks, we are live inside of the Scaling Lean community, just making sure that we don't have any technical difficulties, and then we're going to hop in. We have an awesome live today. I'm going to showcase how one of my roommates, Marlon Johnson, how we won the Skool Games. Today, he's headed over to Los Angeles to meet Sam Ovens and Alex Hormozi, and I figured there'd be no better day than today to really showcase exactly how the process went. I was part of this process. It was a joint venture opportunity between two of my roommates, Caroline Kane and Marlon Johnson. I'm going to walk you through the entire email sequences, the different launch phases that we went through from free to paid, and how we stacked over 18K in MRR in less than 90 days, right? So buckle in, drop any comments below. I want to share everything that we went through in the process. And yeah, let's hop in. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen and ultimately tell the story, right? We're big with storytelling here at Scaling Lean, and I really just want to bring you into the play-by-play. To preface this, what I do want to say is Skool communities aren't for every creator, right? And what you're going to learn inside of this live is what I believe to be the most effective way to really launch and grow a community is daily interaction, or at least weekly interaction, right? That's one of the main components. I'm going to get deeper into that. But what this game is with Skool is it's a high volume game, right? Because in order to win the Skool Games, you have to have a digital product or info product that will allow you to collect $100 in monthly recurring revenue. What I mean by that is the way Sam Ovens, the founder of Skool, created the games, and Alex Hormozi is part of that, is you can't have like 5, 10, 15, $20,000 info products, digital products, or coaching products in order to win the games, right? You have to have high volume, and you have to have a lot of people inside of your community, because he caps out the earnings at $100 per month, right? So what I mean by that is, in order to effectively win, you have to have hundreds of people join your community, right? And I feel like there's a big misconception in the space where people think that they can win the games with high ticket products. But from what my experience with not only taking our community and launching it to the top 1,000 in under 30 days, but also helping Marlon now win the Skool Games, is that you really need to create momentum, and you need to be in front of your audience very consistently, right? Almost daily, right? So I'm going to showcase that entire thing. But where this whole story started out with is Marlon is an amazing creator. He's got about 10,000 followers on Instagram, and my other roommate, Caroline Kane, she has, I think it's about 17 or less than 18,000, right? And I live in this awesome community called house rather called Mindset Manor. And one day Marlon was sitting at the dinner table, and he's like, you know what? Let's make a run at the Skool Games, right? And I was like, man, that sounds freaking awesome, and I want to be a part of this in some capacity. At the time, Caroline, she has a wholesaling business, and I was actually working with her and helping her grow her email list and helping her build the inbound lead systems to capture wholesaling deals, right? And do JV deals with community members and stuff like that, right? So what we decided to do, and what we built a plan around, and shout out to Caroline and Marlon, because they were like, mostly all of this success came from them. I was kind of just the operator in the background, helping facilitate the flow of leads, and kind of giving a little bit of consultations on the offer creation and like that type of stuff, right? So we initially created this based on Marlon's vision, right? He's like, I want to put a solid sprint in based on helping people out and helping them focus in on one thing, and that's helping them really figure out exactly what they should be doing every single day, right? So he had a community of in Skool where people were starting to gather, right? But he wasn't really actively in that community as much as what he saw the vision that he wanted to build, right? So what he said is, I'm going to start showing up every single day inside of my community, and I'm gonna do something that um, not a lot of creators in the space will do. Is I'm gonna offer free. He called it morning over mindset coffee sessions, right? So this was to help people really dial in and focus in on one thing, really celebrate their day with daily affirmations, help them overcome their biggest blocks in order to achieve that next level of success. And what really wound up happening is he effectively started this awesome flywheel where the community started to really liven up, right? He started seeing people inside the community showing up every day. He started seeing little sub pockets of community start up where they were doing like workout sessions in the morning. And the moral of the story is he showed up every single day, Monday through Friday, for these morning mindset coffee sessions completely for free, because he had this big vision and passion-based vision to really help people overcome a battle that a lot of us face, right? And that's combating shiny object syndrome and helping them focus in on one thing. So basically, what happened from there is my other roommate, Caroline, which Marlon and Caroline, in a way, they're somewhat joined as characters, meaning like Marlon has helped Caroline grow with her real estate business, and they do joint venture deals in real estate. And they've got an awesome like JV type of character between them, and there's a lot of folks inside of other communities that know about them, right? They've spoken in front of stages, they've been showcased inside of other people's community as coaches. So ultimately, what started happening is uh, Caroline started to come into his community and really elevate Marlon's status or frame, because what initially happened when Caroline started seeing success with her wholesaling business is she was a person that was scattered, right? And I'm going pretty deep here because I want to give you full context on how we launched this JV launch, because it's very important and powerful to understand how storytelling can really move folks and really impact like large communities or even small communities and help you not only grow, but help you live through your purpose, right? And that's what we do here at Scaling Lean. So ultimately, when Caroline met Marlon, Marlon was a catalyst for Caroline's success. He helped her get really focused in on high equity pre-foreclosures, helping her dial in her daily KPIs, her daily affirmations, her daily morning practice, and really helped her elevate her business, right? So as we began to formulate this community growth phase that I'm about to showcase here, we started to edify Marlon as the catalyst to her success. So then when we started to tap into her 1,500 member email list, and I supported with writing the emails. We started to bring those people into Marlon's community, which really lit the fire and helped the morning mindset coffee sessions grow, because there was a reason to show up, because the people saw Caroline and their mentor in some cases be elevated by this other person. So the frame of that person is now elevated, and the whole community's just really started gaining momentum, right? And this is important again because I feel a lot of people have this vision of winning the school games, and they think they can just put people into a community and charge them 50, 100, whatever that price is, and they're just going to show up and pay them month over month. But what we've had success with is showing up every day, helping our people, and really solving a problem every single day, right? So it's a little bit of a different model. It might not be for everyone. It may not be for you. Just what we've had success with. And again, I'm just showcasing the journey of what we did, right? So ultimately, we started edifying Marlon as the character that helped Caroline find that next level of success. Started writing promotional emails. There was no fancy funnel, right? We were literally just driving people initially into a free community. And then once we had that initial growth phase through the 30 days, we basically wound up turning the community paid, right? And I created this Miro board to give you a little bit of a visual, because I know some folks are visual learners, right? And it's important that I kind of showcase that in my brain. So again, initially we started a free community. We had about 500 people, and we started activating those people on daily morning uh, mindset coffee sessions, right? And again, Marlon had about 11,000 IG followers. Caroline had about 18,000. And then Caroline's email list was around 1,500, right? So not a huge amount of followers, but really we just started doing 7-day email sequence promotions and filling this community and making people aware of our daily live events. And they were doing live seller calls and different things that help accelerate the growth, right? So then about 30 days went by inside of that phase. And then what happened is we launched Promo One, right? So inside of Promo One, we said, okay, what we're going to do now, guys, is it seems like a lot of you are getting a lot of value out of this community. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this community to paid, right? Which totally made sense because of how much value they were receiving, right? There's people in the community that were closing, deals and, getting calls on calendar and, different type of things that they could point at and say like, yeah, this call that I'm showing up to every day is really helping me. So it makes sense for me to buy into something, right? So ultimately, what Caroline and Marlon came up with, and I kind of supported in that journey, was what they call the No Excuse November, right? So this is now through the back end of October, we launched this No Excuse November. And again, we did a 7-day promotional cycle to move folks from Instagram and from the email list, from Caroline's email list, into that product, right? Which at that point was $100, right? Or you could buy annual, which was from my recollection, it was like $9.99 or $1,000. You got a couple months free. We did have some people take advantage of that as well. So really basic funnel, sending email lists to an email list of about 1,500, doing some story posts, reaching out, doing live events, and really just saying, hey, this thing that you have been attending for the past 30 days, we're now going to charge for that, right? Because we've seen case studies inside the community and we added a few bonus and we actually did this giveaway, right? There's a first place would get iPhone 17, a second place would get some AirPods, and third place would get a $250 gift card, right? So this also helped people and entice people to join this initial promo one, right? And I wanted to really bring in this 7-day email sequence and promo cycle because what we find is when we condense this down into a 7-day window, it really helps push people into momentum to like buy that thing, whether it's a webinar, a masterclass, a low ticket offer, a high ticket offer. We like to go no more than 7 days because what we find is if we give people too much time, they don't take action. And if we give them too little time, again, sometimes they don't take action or they don't see it. So we find that 7 days is like that sweet spot of success, right? So again, just to recap, if you're coming on live and you missed the beginning of this, we started back in September with this idea to win the Skool Games. Marlon was sitting down at the dinner table and he's like, hey guys, I want to win the Skool Games. And at that time, he had I would say about 500 members inside of his community. His community, he was giving attention to, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to show up every single day. I'm going to create what I call the Millionaire Mindset Coffee Sessions, right? And every morning I'm going to go on there and I'm going to help people overcome their biggest blocks. And I'm going to help them focus in on doing one thing every day to help them generate income, right? And with that initial momentum, after showing up for 30 days, we turned his offer, which had at that point about 100 to 120 people showing up every single day, into a $100 offer, right? So then we took those people and turned them into roughly a $10,000 MRR initial launch, right? So at that point, Marlon took his community, and by stacking that MRR, he went up to, I think it was like second or third in the Skool standings, right? So he went from, let's just say, sub 250 ranking to top 5 or top 3 or even top 2. I can't remember. It kind of fluctuated there because we were in, Black Friday sales and there's a lot of things going on during that time. So then what happened next was he started continuously doing the lives every single day. And what happened, and it was kind of funny, is, and I'll go back to the story here. He actually started to fall down the rankings a little bit, right? He started to go from like second or third down to like fourth or fifth, and we're like, oh no, everyone's starting to run their Black Friday promotions and their, Cyber Monday deals. And we were like, oh no, should we like turn on paid ads, or like how are we gonna win? Because we need to stay inside of that top five window, inside of the to win the school games, right? So ultimately, we're like, okay, the school games end on December 18th or 20th. I can't remember what the day was. And we're like, we have to launch another campaign before the end so we can elevate back into and make sure that we stay inside of that top five, right? So ultimately, what we did is we crafted another promo. And this time we said, this is the last public training of 2025. And you're going to want to get into this because you're going to want to set momentum for 2026, right? And I just remember the phone call talking to Marlon and Caroline, and we're like, let's make this the last final public training of 2025. And ultimately, from there, we were able to do that second promo for 7 days right before the end of the school games. And it took us to $18,000 in recurring revenue, roughly, right? So, and this is still with less than 1,000 people, right? So if we go into Marlon's community here, it's actually pretty sick to look at because he still has less than 1.1K members. But you can see, man, this guy is absolutely amazing at cultivating community. It's absolutely on fire here, right? Like 3 hours, 15 hours, 13 hours. Like he's constantly engaging and he's constantly giving to his community. And this is really all the people that I'm seeing win the school games, they put a lot of energy into it, right? And for some of you, it may not make sense because it's high volume, right? And I feel like there is a misconception there. And by the way, we did all of this without any paid traffic because we leveraged other people's audiences and also did joint ventures, right, with Caroline and Marlon, and we edified the people to make it all work out, right? And I have all the email sequences and everything that went into it. I don't know how supportive that would be for you, but if you want to see those, by all means, like drop email sequences below, and I could probably send over at least a couple prompts. But to be honest, I don't know how supportive they would be because it's a lot of storytelling based on me edifying Marlon and Caroline's story. But it could help if you have some type of joint venture opportunity. So just let me know, right? I'll definitely support with that. We have amazing results through email marketing, not only with Marlon and Caroline, but also other clients, whether it's automated or follow-up sequences. So that's one of the things that we love doing here at Scaling Lean is telling stories and building automated sequences that really help us gain leverage and move folks into offers, right? So pretty much that's the story. And as you can see here, um, Marlon's like on his way to the school games, right? Like pretty much in the next 6 hours here, he'll be heading to the school games. Like shout out to him, man. Absolute savage. That's his school games trophy. Absolutely crushing it. And I look forward to hearing his stories of meeting Alex Hormozi and Sam Ovens and the other school game winners, because I'm sure just that networking opportunity alone will be absolutely amazing, right? So yeah, again, like I just wanted to pop on and showcase this. Our vision and goal. Marlon's now a client of Scaling Lean, and our mission and goal now is to really, we've already launched one paid masterclass, and we've added about another 2K in MRR. And we're going to plan to continue to grow the morning mindset mastery offer. And then on top of that, we're actually going to be working on high ticket offer launches, right? Because Marlon actually is a high performance coach, right? He has a really awesome offer where he helps people really, man, he's helped them overcome some pretty serious things over his time. It's pretty unbelievable to hear some of the stories. I don't have them verbatim in my mind, but I just he's always telling me different stories on how, a person was stuck in a relationship, or, they were stuck in their belief systems from when they were children around money, or they had a traumatic event happen with, like a divorce, or man, loads of different things. And he helps them really dial in their daily routine and really help them overcome and ground into their purpose and they want to build legacy, right? And he is very brilliant in real estate investing, along with Caroline as well. Very, very brilliant with wholesaling and real estate investing, fix and flip, and these type of things. But I would say his uh, mindset Marlon is his name, and that's really the big thing that he really feels so purpose driven around in order to really grow. So let me pop into the live event here and see if there's any questions, because I'm happy to answer any of those. And if you're catching the replay, just drop any questions that you have below, because I'm happy to tune in, help you out with anything. Um, yeah, I see Grove on here. Good seeing you, buddy. It's been a little while. Hope all is well. Hope you're crushing 2026. Naeem, I see you on here as well, brother. Good seeing you. I know you're putting forward some posts in the community. If you're looking for any type of credit help or anything, definitely ask Naeem. He's got the business leg. He's got the personal leg as well. So he's one of our community members that's really good with credit repair. So um, with that being said, let me know if you have any questions I can drop you over the picture from the Miro if you want to kind of see that flow, or I can, support you with some different emails. We do have like one spot open right now for our agency side where we will custom build the entire marketing system for your business. We'll write all the emails, we'll do all the ads for you. We write webinar scripts, we build funnels, CRMs. Like, we are a full stack marketing agency that focuses on paid advertising. So if you do want to build something like this, a school community, and maybe you're not so gifted with marketing or advertising, we're your people, right? And we also do have consulting products starting as low as $79 a month if you want to join our daily sessions inside of the 28-day fast start community. By all means, reach out to me. I'm happy to connect to you and support you with whatever vision you have and helping you simplify the scaling process and really conquer your online marketing, right? So that being said, we'll catch you next week. Let me know if I can support in any way.